Joson had always thought marriage was a partnership built on mutual respect. Lately, though, his life with Olivia felt like walking a tightrope, every step precarious and exhausting. Her words had grown sharp, dismissive, and condescending, making even the smallest mistakes feel monumental. The worst was her smirk during arguments, a look that cut deeper than any angry shout could. "You're a waste of my time." At first, Joson tried to laugh it off, convincing himself she was joking. But the frequency of her remarks, combined with that calculating gaze, made ignoring them impossible. Her friends didn't help either. They hovered, whispering and giggling, always nudging her, making jokes about Jason's supposed weakness, and laughing when he tried to assert himself politely. Slowly, he noticed the pattern. Whenever he tried to speak his mind or stand up for himself, Olivia would scoff, cross her arms, and flash that smirk. Her friends would laugh in agreement. It was a cruel, rehearsed performance, one he had grown painfully familiar with. One evening, after yet another argument over something trivial, this time the arrangement of the living room furniture, Olivia leaned back in her chair, smirked, and repeated the words Joson had come to dread. "You're a waste of my time." Her friend stifled a giggle in the background. Joson didn't shout. He didn't plead. Instead, something shifted quietly inside him. For years, he had bent to her whims, hoping obedience would earn affection or acknowledgement. But now he realized that giving her his time, energy, and attention had gained nothing. It had only reinforced the cycle. He inhaled deeply, making a decision in that very moment. He would stop offering what she treated as a commodity, his patience, his energy, his time. If she wanted to smirk and belittle him, that was her choice. He would choose himself. He would reclaim the hours, conversations, and fragments of his life she had manipulated. For the first time in months, the weight on his shoulders lifted, replaced by a calm, deliberate determination. From that day, Joson acted differently. He didn't announce his decision. He simply lived it. He no longer sought approval for every small choice, nor did he wait for Olivia's nod before making plans. The evenings he had surrendered to her whims quietly returned to him. When she expected him to fidget or beg for attention, he remained calm and engaged in his own life. Her smirk still appeared occasionally, but it no longer unsettled him. Her friends noticed immediately. They had expected the same old display of submissiveness, the apologetic man at Olivia's mercy. Instead, Joson spoke freely, laughed naturally, and carried himself with quiet confidence. He didn't confront Olivia directly, but asserted his presence in subtle, undeniable ways. One evening, during a small dinner at home, Olivia tried to assert control by pointing out a minor mistake in the table settings. She smirked, expecting a reaction. Joson simply smiled politely and said, "Noted." No guilt, no panic, no apology. Silence fell over the room. For the first time, Olivia's friends felt discomfort. The laughter that had once followed her smirks evaporated. Joson hadn't argued, but he was untouchable. His quiet authority and refusal to let disrespect dictate his emotions had shifted the balance of power. Later, Olivia tried again in the kitchen, her voice low but edged with frustration. "Joson, why are you acting like this? You can't just ignore me." "I'm not ignoring you," he replied calmly. "I'm done giving you what you've turned into a weapon against me. My time, my energy, my patience, they belong to me, not you." The words struck hard. She opened her mouth, searching for a retort, but none came. The dynamic had shifted. Every attempt she made to control him only strengthened his self-respect. Her laughter, her expectation of his collapse, revealed that the power she had wielded was an illusion. Joson dismantled it, quietly, piece by piece. The following weekend marked the turning point. Olivia had invited friends over, hoping to flaunt control and subtly mock him. They expected the usual performance, giggles at his expense and whispered jokes. Instead, they found a calm, confident Joson. He moved effortlessly through the evening, engaging guests, setting the pace subtly. The laughter that once fueled Olivia's superiority was replaced by nervous glances. They realized the man they had underestimated was no longer playing their game. Olivia tried one final tactic. She smirked, reminding him of the rules she had established, expecting compliance. Joson leaned back, steady and unshaken. "I followed the rules you set," he said, "but I decide how I live within them, not you." The effect was seismic. Olivia felt the weight of her own behavior for the first time. The control she thought she wielded so precisely crumbled. Her friends, once complicit in mocking him, now felt the discomfort of witnessing his quiet triumph. From that night onward, the dynamic shifted permanently. Joson didn't need to shout or demand respect. He simply lived on his terms. He reclaimed his evenings, pursued hobbies unapologetically, and socialized without seeking approval. Olivia's smirk appeared less frequently, replaced by uncertainty, frustration, and rare acknowledgement of defeat. Her friends, once allies in her games, grew silent or offered awkward support. The rulebook lay forgotten on the coffee table, a hollow symbol of control that never truly existed. Joson had learned a profound truth: respect cannot be demanded through ridicule or manipulation. Power earned through fear is fleeting. True strength comes from patience, quiet defiance, and unwavering commitment to one's dignity. Sitting in calm silence, he realized he had reclaimed not only his time and self-respect, but also shifted the balance of their relationship. The laughter that once humiliated him had returned, but now it served as confirmation. The game had backfired. Joson was no longer a player being manipulated. He smiled quietly. "You wanted to waste my time? Fine. I'm done giving it to you."